I was praying, and the Lord showed me. He said, I need you to pray for Italy. And I said, what's going on with Italy, Lord? And he said, he showed me, and I had an open-eyed vision again, and he showed me, he said, there's a massive volcano that's about to happen, and I saw a coastline, but it's on the water, and there's a massive volcano there. And he told me, he said, this is going to happen. And he said, there will be signs right before there's a massive explosion. I saw it. I saw this thing explode huge. And he kept having me pray over the ocean, the water. There's something about the water, the ocean around Italy. I believed it was right in here is where I believe this volcano was at. You know, because Pompei's right here, there's a massive volcano up here in it. And so whenever I was looking over in the spirit and it was showing me, I thought it was in this right here. But I believe it's probably further out, because I started looking at where are the massive volcanoes in the water over in Italy. And so if you zoom out, I'll show you there's a massive volcano, one of the largest is down here. It's way down here. And so whenever I saw this massive volcano going off out of the water, it caused a massive tsunami wave. And it exploded, and from the earthquake and this massive volcano, it was like a humongous nuclear bomb went off, like boom, and it went up out of the water, and it caused a massive wave. So the water rushed all over this area. It went all over this area. And so it would have caused a lot of devastation for however one of these volcanoes out here, whatever this is, the Lord is showing me, it came up out of the water, and it caused all the air traffic around that area was completely shut down. The Lord showed me that it cost hundreds of thousands of deaths when this happened. There'll be signs, maybe even on the news in Italy, about some rumblings around that area, some earthquakes, some tremors, or something to pre-warn that something big is going to happen. Do not ignore this. Do not ignore this. It is very serious. What I saw is very serious. And if you have little tremors, if you start having a lot of tremors and you start seeing smoke or there's something going on, take heed. Take heed. Be warned, fair warned. I'm trying to tell you. I was just like I was just praying in the spirit. I was worshiping, and all of a sudden I was shot up in this like I was looking over the Italy, and Italy was so small, and I was so high, obviously. I guess that's the way I want to say it. I was really, really high, and I was looking down, and all of a sudden, I could see over the water over Italy, I could see a black blanket. It looked like it was very thick cloud looking like clouds, but they were as black as molasses. Okay, very, very, very dark like this, and they were all over the water, and there was edge. I could see the black clouds going through all the houses, and it looked like a smog going through, like it was all around the houses. And I could see the rooftops of the homes because I was up, and I could see the lights on in the house. And above, the Lord pointed my attention to a massive circle, a humongous portal that was over the country of Italy. And it was in the over where where I told you the volcano's at, by Pompei. And the angels were coming out. There was this massive portal, and there was angels in it. And the angels were coming out of this massive portal, and the portal was like a breathing. It was alive. It was swirling, and there was clouds all in it. And it looked like it was opening up, and all of a sudden these angels started coming out of this massive portal, thousands of them, okay, and they were all like coming down like a staircase. It was like they were all ascending but it was all like they were lined up, all like lined up, and they were coming out like soldiers, okay? Coming out like soldiers, coming out of this massive portal over Italy. And it looked like they were coming downstairs, but I could not see stairs. But through the portal, there was clouds coming all out of the portal as the portal was breathing and turning. It was swirling. It was alive, okay? And the clouds were coming out of the portal, humongous, beautiful, pink, fluffy. It was blue. I could see blue. I could see pink. I could see purples. I could see all kinds of beautiful colors in those clouds. The colors coming out of this portal. It was, I believe, heaven. I don't know. These angels were all like this, and they were all coming down, and they were ascending onto the earth, coming down. And then when they got to a certain place in the atmosphere of the portal and the earth, they started to spread out like ants, like all over the place, and they started scattering, and they were coming even faster down onto those homes, and then all of a sudden each angel was going choo 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 choo, and they were just like this, going all over the place, and they were on a mission, but they were moving at like the speed of light, boom 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 boom, and they were moving down, and they all had beautiful robes on and the gowns on, and it was the most amazing thing. And the whole time I'm sitting here in this chair praying in the Spirit, and all of us, I'm just seeing all this, and I'm just soaking it all in, because it's so amazing, you know. Of course, I'm trying so hard to explain everything the Lord showed me, you know, in detail, giving you all detail. And so I'm going to take a side note here, because I was asking Lord, what is all that black smog? What is all that is? And he was showing me that there was from coast to coast, from all the on the side of the thing there. He told me, he said there's a lot of trafficking in Italy, that people, I don't know if they don't know about it or they do know about it, but he was showing me that there was a lot of corruption, trafficking in Italy. And so there was sin, and there was things that the Lord was showing me about this. And so those angels were coming down, and they were going to these homes, and they were doing this motion with their hand, doing like this, like come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, telling the people to leave. Come on, come on, come on, warning the people somehow. It was like, it was very strange, because every angel was doing the motion with their hand, doing this. They were doing this, and they were waving the people to come on. And so they did this for probably, several minutes. You know, when you're in the Spirit, you couldn't really tell a time frame. You could just sense an urgency on their faces. I could see their faces, and it felt such an urgency of a warning, telling the people to come, leave, leave, leave. That's what I felt. They didn't say anything. I could just see the body language that they were in a hurry. And so all of a sudden, all of the angels stopped their arms like this, and I knew people were praying. I could feel the intercessory prayers from the saints, from the Christians, from people interceding for Italy in the Spirit, praying in tongues, praying in the Spirit, interceding. You could feel the blanket of prayer coming out of that portal, and the things coming on. There were over the atmosphere above, not the atmosphere down here where all the black clouds were, but above here you could feel the intercessory prayer going on. Okay, and so all of a sudden, all the angels froze, like this, and they turned their bodies, and they looked back up to the massive swirling light, the portal. They all looked at the portal, and I was like, because I'm watching this and I'm thinking, what are they looking at? And I could see them looking into this portal, and all of a sudden they started going up. They started going, and they just started shooting back up into that portal, and it was over of that. And then the Lord took me to another part of the vision here, and He said, I want you to focus on the canary. A canary, Brendan. what is the meaning of a canary in a coal mine? Study this out. So I saw a yellow canary in a cave, and there was gases. I could see a gas, which you cannot see gas. You know, a gas is, invisible. But I could see it like a smog coming up out of the ground, okay? And the canary was swinging in a cage. I saw this bird cage in the spirit realm. And I saw this bird cage, and I saw a canary on the little swing, and it was sitting there, and it was swinging back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and it was chirping, and it was making noise, and all of a sudden, I looked, down, because I could see, for whatever reason, I could see this mist like gas coming up out of the ground, and the canary was moving, and all of a sudden I took my eyes off the canary in the spirit, and I was looking at the gas coming up, and I looked back up, and the canary was in the bottom of the cage. It was lifeless. It was completely gone. And I was like, wow, it happened so quickly. But the gases came up, and it took the canary out. And so this is a part of the vision the Lord showed me about, and the angels coming. And so this gas coming up out of the ground in Italy, I don't know what that was. I don't know if it was from the volcano stuff that the Lord's telling me about, or whatever. But I told you all, I saw hundreds of thousands of people go home. I saw a massive wave coming. I saw, the Lord said, pay attention to the water. I saw the earthquakes in the water, and the people weren't paying attention to the water. The water was what the Lord kept putting my attention to in the past visions. Look at the water. Look at the cove. The water in the cove, son. Look at the water. And he kept pointing me to that in the spirit realm, in my spirit eyes. I could see it, what the Lord was, in the vision the Lord was showing me. I could see the water in the Gulf area. This is the Gulf right there by Pompei. And so this